Hey, so today we are actually going to be recreating something that I've seen in a music video. Okay, so about a week ago, FLIPP DINERO released a music video for How I Move. I know you can't see it, but there is this really interesting visual effect, and the entire video looks really good, and everything works nice. It works seamlessly. So I was thinking, how can I do that? I make music videos. How can I do something similar to this? And just how could they have done it in general? So that's basically what we're doing today. Let's start off by going to go grab some materials. So, always make sure that your microphone is on when you're filming things. My microphone was off for this clip, so basically what I'm saying here is that you get these sheets from the dollar store. So what we're really trying to do is make a green screen on the floor. So we went to the dollar store because they have these sheets. They're like 69 cents, and they're like construction paper or something, but they're really cheap and they're gonna do the job just fine. So I went ahead and picked up 4 of them, so I have a total of like 8. And what I'm showing you is that we're basically just gonna tape them together to make one big sheet. So that's exactly what we start doing in the next thing. Originally I was gonna actually tape them together, but I figured it was a lot easier and probably a lot better just to like tape them to the floor. So that's what we did instead. I went ahead and just laid them all on the ground and just started just taping away. So let's look at this music video again. I was sitting here trying to figure out how they did it for a minute. So this is a partial set. Like I figured it out. I know how they did this. This is what mine looks like right here. It doesn't look that good, but that's just because everything is out of contacts. Everything is out of context. I even added like some clouds and stuff, but again, I'm just using a photo and everything is out of context, so it kind of just looks like I'm looking at a rug or something, which doesn't look that good. But if it were in context, it would look good. But the purpose here is the thing. Like, this is how they did it, so do something similar. Me, I'm just messing around in my house. But you, if you're actually gonna do this for a shoot, put things in context. Don't go in your living room. Like, actually try to be like on set or find footage first. That's a big thing. Find your footage first. Then you match your camera angles and stuff like that. Go record footage, whatever. Matching the camera angle is super important. That's gonna make or break everything. Camera angle and lighting is like 100% the most important thing when you're trying to superimpose yourself somewhere else. So, hold on, let me actually go ahead and break down what their set looks like. I'm assuming maybe that'll give you a better idea of like how they did this, and it'll like open up your eyes to the video itself. Because once you see it, you're not gonna be able to unsee it, unfortunately. So here's a couple things that make me think that this is actually a partial set. Number 1, there's this camera angle that's just over top, and it makes your life so much easier if this is just a partial set, because you don't have to do anything. You just kind of film over top. They're breaking down a wall here. Again, super easy if you have a pre-built set that you could just destroy. And then the camera angle right here, the parallax, it just doesn't look good. The physical camera, I'm assuming they use like a crane or something. It like shakes, it jitters, and the background footage doesn't do that. The background footage remains like still. It doesn't have that same jitter as the physical camera does. I mean, it's actually really simple. So you're gonna start off with making 2 rooms with just a divider in it, like literally just 2 rooms. There's a window in each room. There's a door in each room. You're gonna have this fake balcony that they have to stand on, so it has to, you know, support some weight. I'm guessing that they just made an extra wall and placed it outside of these rooms and made that as a hallway because it's really narrow. And, you know, why not at this point if you're just building an entire set? So, I mean, that's basically it. Like I said, there's this top-down view that just would... It's so much easier when you have a set like this to do shots like that, and then they break the wall. So they might as well have just made a set. Like I'm about 95% sure that this is in fact a set. And if you're wondering, as far as like brick and stuff go, you can make like faux brick with styrofoam and like a heat gun type thing, a wood burner, I think that's what it's called. Or you could literally just get wallpaper. I think all of this is just wallpaper. Like all that brick is just wallpaper. And then anything that looks like concrete or whatever is also just wallpaper. Literally everything is wallpaper. You just like, they just put up drywall and some studs and that's it. Like they did bare minimum of making this. And then as far as the actual like filming of it goes, it's set on a green screen. The entire set is actually on a green screen. Kind of like how Marvel movies are, you know, like those gigantic green screens. And here you could see me actually talking about it too. What I'm doing in this clip is I am placing this blue tape. I don't know why I chose blue. Green probably would have been better. Not entirely sure. But I didn't need it for my application, but definitely they used it in this video. And you're asking yourself, what is this tape? Why am I placing this tape down? Well, you place the tape down as markers, as tracking markers, because when you go to edit, you're going to actually recreate the camera inside of Premiere Pro, or inside of After Effects. So you're gonna, like, these markers make it a lot easier to track the camera because you have physical points that you can just click on and it'll just track and it'll be nice. So you need that, especially in this music video where they're using a crane and they're moving the camera around and all of that. You need to track the camera. So that's what all of these marks look like. And you'll see it if you look at behind the scenes of like Marvel movies or like any of these other movies that use gigantic amounts of green screen. So it is like this, they built this set and they placed it in this room that's just all green screen. You probably, like, you really only need the floor green screen, but I'm sure like they got the walls and stuff like that. Everything is just green and you're stuck with just this room. So now is the fun part. So now what you're gonna do is you can get software like Element 3D, and what this is it's pretty cheap. It's like $200, but it's a 3D modeling software and it's super basic. It's for beginners. It's not like Blender or 3ds Max or Cinema 4D or anything like that. It's super basic. Anyone can use it. So it pairs perfectly with After Effects, and it's made to go with After Effects. So you do that, and then you go in, you find a 3D modeled city. I found one for like $100 and something. It's literally just a city. And literally all that you do, maybe you get a couple cars too. The cars are kind of tricky because they have headlights, so I'm not entirely sure how they do that. Maybe there's like a light emitter or something inside of Element 3D. I'm not entirely sure, but what you do is you take that city and you put it into Element 3D, and then from Element 3D, you put that into your footage. And that's really it. Add in a couple textures, you know, stuff like that. Make sure all of your cameras are like tracked, like everything looks good, and that's literally it. Like, doing this effect isn't as intimidating as it sounds. They're definitely not on a ledge. The entirety, everything is 3D. It's a 3D object. It's all 3D. So you have your physical set mixed in with a whole bunch of 3D elements. All of those cars driving, everything is a 3D element. And it makes it so much easier when you have movements like these like swinging crane movements and stuff like that. You need to make a digital set. So if you want more information, look up like Element 3D or like set extensions or like 3D sets and After Effects, stuff like that. But that's all that this is. It's just a 3D set, and you're instead of placing an actor in front of a green screen, you're placing an entire set in front of a green screen, set in that 3D world. But yeah, I don't know. This is a little bit of a different video for sure. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I wanted to recreate this, but it became very apparent that I have the information. I don't have the technology. I don't have the technology. But it literally is just Element 3D. That's what this entire video is. Element 3D. I bet you, even the elevator, that's 3D, that's Element 3D. Like, it's either Element 3D or some stock footage, but that's what it is. So go spend like $200 and get Element 3D, or find some stock footage and match up your stock footage, or you can go take your own footage and then just match it up later in front of a green screen. Just make sure that your camera angles and your lighting and stuff match. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit of a different kind of video, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. But that's all that I have for you today. So subscribe. Definitely subscribe. I know that you're watching this and you're not subscribed. So subscribe, like the video, comment down below what you think of that music video. Let me know if I ruined it for you, because I kind of ruined it for me. I ruined it for my friends. So let me know if I ruined that music video for you too. But that is everything. So thank you so much and goodbye.